Because listening to people talk in the 21st century is a very painful experience. It's very painful. It's like, oh my gosh, would you just stop talking? It hurts your ears, right? Um, it's a very new phenomenon. Okay, YouTube and Facebook and Krishnamurti Foundation having a Facebook and a YouTube, right? This is something that's only been happening probably most likely now since, it was the late 2000, early 2000, heading into 2009 and 10, that it started becoming this phenomenon, okay? When I was a kid, okay, people couldn't go online and go, U2 Krishnamurti, and then watch him address the UN, okay, and listen to him talk about, and people couldn't sit there and have information it took a long time on YouTube when I went to look it up to have extensive video recordings of talks of Steve Biko, okay, even after they made Cry Freedom, okay, and so it's very rare, okay, to have lots of access in the palm of your hand, right, to listen to some of the most intelligent, Judo Krishnamurti having conversations with Jonas Salk, right? And so you didn't have access to this. You had PBS and it was different, and when they put it on and when they wanted you watching it, you can go at anytime you want, okay, and go listen to Judo Krishnamurti talk to all kinds of different scientists and be able to sit down and comprehend and understand the conversation after you listen to it enough, right? And so it's a very rare time in human history that we have the capacity, okay, to sit and think deeply about our existence, about our thoughts, about our language, about our actions, about our communication, about us as human beings, and our planet, and how we can still love one another through this planet by being good to each other as human beings and good to this planet and things like. This is a very rare time. So listening to people still talk in the 21st century the way they do, and watch them on the news smiling, talking about the Institute of War and the College of War, and people on TV talking about it and smiling about it. And then having people, they're having this, and this is this, and we're celebrating Special Olympics and all that stuff. It's like, let's end conflict over extortion and exploitation first, before we take kids that have mental disabilities from toxic environments through conflict over exploitation and extortion. And then we'll see about ending Avery Brundage's legacy, right? Let's do that, okay? You don't want people to feel included. It's like, how horrible life was for James Cleveland Owens because of people like Avery Brundage. And now that the people like Avery Brundage who have lots of money to promote their political social agendas happen to look like Oprah Winfrey or Beyonce Knowles or Jay-Z, it's a kinder, gentler group of assholes, right? And it's like, no, they're not. They're aggressive. They're violent. They're, and I watched the one with Natty, the hookup artist, and some of the things that we talked about and said about what happened to us with our abuse through the military and the scientists manipulating her mother, Amy. Okay. And we weren't lying. It was hard. And Dr. Salazar at the public school goes, that sounds like pure evil. Okay. The things we had to survive that they were doing to Amy Suzanne Fabre, the scientist at Fort Huachuca. Okay. She would sit there, okay, on a cell phone, sex texting guys that she had sex with at Fort Huachuca and laugh at you if you asked her to please stop, that if this affected your daughters and your children. Okay. She would sit there, you're pathetic. And she would leave messages on the phone to other guys. I wish I was sitting on your face right now. I wish I had your big cock and all this stuff. And she would leave these messages on the phone right next to the list that she left for me for groceries to pick up at the grocery store. Yeah, it was horrible what military army intel did with Amy. and how it affected me and Natalie and how we had to try to have a functional relationship as two human beings that regarded, respected, and loved one another. Okay? So I don't feel like, I go back and look at those videos I made 11 years ago. Don't you feel bad or wrong about anything you said? No, you do. Okay? All you celebrities involved in Scientology, Temple of Set Illuminati, the Vatican, the Quorum of the 12, the New World Order. Okay, you feel bad about your global citizenship. I don't feel bad about a thing I had to deal with surviving you. I was figuring out the shit. I wasn't in a military control room, okay, manipulating people with science and technology and saying money's real and let's go from Bitcoin to crypto. Have you seen that crypto commercial with the pizza? It's like, oh, shut up. Money's not real. It's how you manipulate complete idiots into murdering each other because assholes think it's fun. I'm going to go to bed. We'll wake up in the morning. You guys suck so bad. You think you're intelligent? Yeah, you keep thinking.